Alrighty, guys and gals, how are ya? It's Big E. Welcome back to City Skylines. I think this is our third episode. We put in the, what's going on down there? We put in this little weird addition here. I'm not sure how I feel about the the weirdness that we have going on here with the IT clusters. Going to leave it for now. I did figure out finally how to give us infinity money there, not to worry about it. It's on the main menu. If you go into your mods, you scroll down towards the end there and you can just say unlimited money. So now we don't have to worry about, can I afford to put, another thing here? I think it would look nice, but I can't afford it. Now we're free up to build to our heart's content. I mean, we'll still go slow and not overbuild, but now I don't really have to worry about that. So with that in mind, let's beautify this campus area here. Also, thank you, David. He let me know there's a mod called, I think it's called Realistic Cemetery. So now if I go to healthcare, I picked two up. So we have this, which is really interesting looking, but I think this functions the same way the vanilla cemetery does, but realistic working cemetery. I don't think I've used this. What I like about this right off the bat is it doesn't have to be on a road. We can make our own little cemetery here, well, wherever we want. And what I'm hoping is going to happen is when the cemetery gets full, it's just done. It doesn't flash at you. So we'll see how that works. That way we don't have to do so many of the crematoriums, because I do like the idea of the cemetery, but the way that it works in the vanilla game is complete and utter garbage. So, lovely. We could actually do this. I don't feel like this is a bad area for one. Let's see. And we can do like this, right? I don't think I want it too close to the beach there. What does that look like? It's interesting. So we could put a fence around this. Oh, it does need road access. Okay. All right. Well, good to know. We'll work with that. Anyway, hope you guys and gals are doing well today. I'm not doing too bad. Let's see. Let's get back into our campus area here. We don't need the dormitory, but I'm okay now with adding this, because I think that fills in nicely right there. Hold on. I like this better. I like that better. And I'm going to do another one right here where this was. There. Little dormitory action there. Let's join here. Turn everything off. Oh, I can't. Oh, I can. I can get it. Nice. This song is for lunatics. Okay. How about another decorative option here? Let's see, I've got the fountain. There's another thing. Oh my gosh, it fits. Yes, thank you. And I want it facing this way. I like that. I like it plenty. Plenty is how much I like it. Trees. You bet your booty. Go to the big ones. Actually, let's do these. These are just so nice. Is there a more awesome tree than a Japanese maple? Yeah, but not many. Okay? There's not many. They're the bee's knees. Do young people say the bee's knees? Probably. Probably a lot. You know, when you're listening to your Roy Orbison, right? You got your boys in the car. You got that shit cranked up, and that shit comes on. This is the bee's knees. Where's he at? Where's my Roy Orbison enjoyer? Please incorporate that into your daily dialogue. All right, okay. I'm loving the way this is looking over here. Let's do more stuff. Let's see. Dormitory, check. Study hall, check. Groundskeeping, check. This is such an weird... Okay, hold on. Will the stadium fit here? Let me look at stadiums. Museums? Wait a minute. Museum? That's kind of a techie building there. Do I like that? What options do we have? Ooh, what is that? The art gallery and the technology museum. Okay, I just like that. Wait a minute. Do I? I don't like it where it is. Yeah. Okay. I think I'm going to mimic this over here. Oh no, we do have a building. Hold on. I do need one building, but I don't want that. Let's see what else do we have here? The gymnasium. I don't think we put that in. We did not, because it's a kind of a weird looking building. I'm going to put the gymnasium. Put it there. I'm not a big fan of that. We don't have a cafeteria. This is a smallish building. It can go there. Let's put that there. Yeah, I dig that. Okay, and then we've got the library. I think that's, yeah, I've got the library in there. Math club. Where my nerds? Where my nerds at? Where my nerds at? You know where they are. So we need the math club and the chess club beside each other for maximum nerdage. Commencement office. This is where they do the graduations. This is kind of interesting. Let's have this whole area right there dedicated to that. Do I have an auditorium? No. Maybe this is a good place for the auditorium? Let's do the auditorium here, and I'll pull it back some. I am surprised that it doesn't need the road connection there. But now I can kind of match this a little bit here. We can run it this way. And I'll use, well, straighten this out. Is that straight? It's kind of straight. It's straightish. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to mimic this. It's not straight even a little bit there. But let's move this up. Give me this one. That, to me, looks pretty damn kick-ass. And let's put some trees out front here. You betcha, man. You betcha. Yeah. Not just yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Start throwing some palms, mixing them in there. These are kind of cool looking. If only I had Prop Anarchy working, we could just put these literally wherever we wanted. Literally wherever. Don't know if that makes sense, but that's what we're doing. Okay, how have we not... Come on. Like, how do we get reputation here? Not sure how we get reputation. Stadium. Let me look at the stadium here. Do we want... We could do baseball. Maybe we're famous for baseball. Track and field. That's... Oh, that's not going to fit. That is really cool looking, though. Basketball arena and the aquatic center. So, do we compete here? Maybe? We'll do baseball. And I think I'm going to change these trees with Bob. Can I? Yes, we can. Go to the trees. So instead of these alders, kind of like that. Oh, let's do this. Interesting that it didn't select this tree. Not sure why. Is that a different one? There's just one tree there. Not sure. Yeah, there's just one. That's okay. It's back there as well. Do that. Baseball park. What did we call it? We're the University of Santa Cruz. All right. We're the Santa Cruz Campus Alligators. No. It's not what we are. We are the Santa Cruz. We're the Santa Cruz Spartans. That's what we are. Ticket prices, yeah, make them reasonable. $30. Kind of, we'll stay with the team colors. I think I may have chose differently. I don't know. We'll do this. Baseball park? No. This is Spartans. Arena doesn't make sense. We'll just call it arena. Maybe we play different things here. Is that how you spell arena? Who knows? It's a big word. Oh, we've got people cramming down here. This road probably should be a 4-lane. Does it break? It does break. Well, we could just do this one. That makes absolutely no sense, does it? None. Doesn't. Not even a little sense has been made. So put that back how it was. Check it out, man. I like the parking. It's actually, I mean, it's nowhere near enough, but good enough for me. We got a match coming up against the Los Cruz Eagles. All right. We can beautify this. Now, the gymnasium. Where's that old gymnasium at? What's it look like? Oh, we got a bookstore. Let's put a bookstore in here. Can we get that there? Yes, we can. And yes, we will. School of Medicine. Holy crap. Holy, huge. What's this? Media Lab. Okay. Bookstore. Laboratories. Auditorium. Cafeteria. Here it is. The gymnasium. Didn't put this in, did I? No, doesn't look like it, but I want the gymnasium over here. I think it makes sense to put it over here. Put it here. This is within the area, isn't it? Yes, it is. All right, got a little area here. Might be able to do something with. I think we just fill this in with trees, really. Well, we could put a few more of these in. Hold on, let's put some, before we do that, give me these. Can I? Yes, we can. I like that. Do that. Let's fill in beside here. Can I connect that? Of course not. That would be crazy. Craziness is what that would be. Yes, please snap. Please snap. Okay, I'll just move it over. That's all I have to do. Game's like, is it? Is it all you have to do? I think you got to work a little harder than that, sir. Now we're going to take that fountain. We're going to put it here. Right there. That's what we're going to do. What do we want here? Maybe a unique building? Hold on, let me look further at these other things we have here. Put the statue there, but no, I don't want to. Chess Club. Media Lab. Yeah. Bookstore we have. These are just educational buildings. Got study hall in, I think. Did I put study hall? I don't think so. This is a huge building. Is that it? That's the study hall. We do have study hall. Got the gymnasium. Got an auditorium. I think I've got everything. I don't have laboratories, but it doesn't fit in here. Okay. Groundskeeping. We got the club. Outdoor study, I don't have. Oh, it's massive too. I can't fit it in there. We've got cafeteria. We do have a library. It's right there. Got the math and the chess club. We've got this. I've got a bookstore. I think we got everything. Pretty much. These are just too large, these buildings. All right. Most of these are empty. Dormitories. All right, well, this is looking real good to me. I love it. Let's just balance out the... I'll tell you what. Let's put a little commercial here. Let's put some high-density shopping here. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's what we're going to do. Let's see what we get here. Just do that. Why is that not working? There we go. That was weird. All right. I think I'm gonna see if I can get different sized buildings here by just deleting. Like, I don't mind a couple of large buildings like this, but I want some different variety there. Some of these smaller buildings. So we should get something different that pops back up. Okay, this song can go in the trash can. Not sure what playlist this is or what the music is going on here. Now we have this. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with this area in here. We need to develop it, obviously. I'm just going to stay off of this road. That was my plan. That's all I really want to do. We do need some more housing. I think we're going to zone up to this side, not that side. And I'm just going to let that fill in. I'm not going to space it or anything. However, no, not true. I'm going to make a cut through there. Let's connect here. Perfect. For fuck's sake. No, just give me that. There we go. Okay. Alrighty. What's our land value looking like here? That's pretty high over here. You think this would be a very attractive area? Maybe. I don't think it's had enough time yet, maybe. But I feel like that's going to be a decent little area. So let's get my handy dandy dog park to jump that electricity there. While simultaneously increasing the land value. You know what? Dog park there. And another park right on the other side. How do these look? How did these turn out? Oh, man. I don't know if I'm digging that. The high-density commercial there. Let's see what they look like when they level up here. We're playing a game, I think. Here comes the pitch. Pop fly to center. That's Murkowski underneath of it. Feels the fair. The players in all out. Okay. No. I hate this. This does not... No. Not there, anyway. I think I'm okay with the commercial there, but that is a terrible place for that. Yeah, this needs to be something else. Something else. I think we're just going to put some more trees in here is what we're going to do. I think that's exactly what we're going to do. We'll mix up here. Like so. That just looks better to me. That ties in nicely there. And then we can just fill in here, I think, with trees is what I'm going to do. Let's see, give me these. Take the brush strength down there. Way too large. Okay, maybe increase it a little bit. Maybe a little bit more. Okay, I need you to actually go in there. Start filling in here between these little areas. So it's not going to fill in because this takes up a square, like it takes up an area, and without anarchy on, there's no way to kind of force them in there. Like, see, like here, so can't really, not a whole lot I can do unless that add-on gets updated. It may be updated, but it was basically stuck on. Okay, man. Hold on. That shit. Is that user interface? Like ambience down. Was that the effects? It is. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. It's just too fucking weird. Okay, we can get some trees out here. Put some trees out there. Get a couple along the back side here. Yeah, I like that. It looks lovely. Just absolutely lovely. I quite like it. Ooh, we can get them there. Didn't expect to be able to get them there. No, not there. All right. Yeah, man. I like this area. Let's build out here. We'll take this neighborhood. Oops. And let's go nuts here, man. Well, I have to go nuts, but let's build out. So this is going to look weird. I don't know if my OCD can handle this. That this isn't going to line up. What we'll do... We're gonna line up to this using this, and I'll just tie this in somehow. So I know that's weird, but that's. I think I'm gonna. Am I okay with that? I think I am. I think I'm okay there. Make sure it didn't put a light. It shouldn't have. Did not. How do I join these? I think the way I join these, let's see if this works, if I can use, No, I have to do it manually here. It actually just ties in straight, doesn't it? Not really. I'm okay with that. Yeah, I'm okay there. I don't know. I don't know. I keep saying that. I think I'm trying to convince myself. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm okay. Everything's fine. I'm okay with it. Everything's fine. Boy, that is weird looking. That comes straight across. Streets aren't perfect. Streets don't always run, you know. You do end up with stuff like this. And I think we'll just fill this in. Well, actually, what I might do is make a park here because it's such an unusual area. We could put a gate here and we'll just make a little teeny small park, I think is what we'll do for that area there. And then here, I don't want to tie in there because that's already kind of a weird intersection happening there. I think I'm okay with this. This area, let's do that. And I think we'll break this up a little by doing this. There's kind of some weirdness there. Yeah. How are we doing on time? Only half an hour? Okay, cool. I thought it'd be much further than that. So let's paint a park area here. Something else we can do is we can make an airport. Yeah, I think I've only done that in one Let's Play. Garland Gardens. So to make this a park, what I need to do is go to other parks. Yeah, and I need to put down my main gate. I think, right? Am I in the right place here? Plazas. What am I doing? Oh, here. City parks. This is what I want. So we need a main gate here. Let's put the main gate. I don't actually want it on that side. I want it on this side. We'll put the main gate here. Small park. Park side gate. We'll put a couple of side gates. And I'll tie into these. What do you mean the space is occupied? What the fuck are you talking about? That's weird. Let's put it looks exactly the same. Oh, I choose from one or the other. All right, let's connect this and then we'll put some attractions in here. Whoops. So let's go to this. We need to turn everything off. Kind of use the freeform tool here. Or do we want to do that? Okay, you got to move. Okay, I'm okay there. I'll extend that out a little bit. Just a small park here. Now let's put a few... Let's see. A park plaza. Yeah, we'll do that there. A little cafe. There. Put a couple of cafes out. Restrooms, always a good thing to have. Info booth. It feels like this should be up near the main gate to me. Climbing frame. That's interesting. Trampoline park. You bet your ass. There's a trampoline park. Couple of gazebos over here. For freaks who like gazebos over here. You know the freaks I'm talking about over here. Gazebo freaks. Couple of freaks. I'm real sorry. What is this? Food stall? Okay, what is it? Just sits there, I guess? All right, we'll put a couple of these in. Couple of food stalls over here, eh? Yo frickin' guy. I don't know, man. Don't ask me. Don't ask me. All right. We got to do some decorating here. It's not much to it, but I didn't want much to it. Do you hear me? Do, 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 do. And let's start going insane. Frickin' crazy with the trees. We need something else over here for shizzle. What other options do I have in here? Other parks? Can this stuff go in here? I mean, maybe it could. It's too damn big. All right. What else? Do, 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 do. It's just almost can fit in there. Does the jumpy house, does that, will that go? Jeez. It fits there. Jumpy house. Put that in there. Okay. Back to city parks. We'll put, is that cannon? What the hell good does that do? Frickin' cannon? Frickin' cannon over here. You know what? Put a cafe. And a restroom there. That's what we'll do. That's what we'll do, see? Yeah, yeah. Another song you guys should add to your playlist for your friends. Whatever this is. You know, the hardcore shit, man. The fucking, the gangsta. You know. Shit you'd hear on the street. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We know what you're saying, E. We know. I know you know. Beautiful. Beautiful. What else do you want? Huh? Nothing. That's what. Look at that. It's insane. You don't get any better than that. Beautiful. Start making money. I need to find the add-on that allows him to make crosswalks. I can't remember what it is. But there's one. And we need it. We need it. All right. That is an interesting use of space. The fact that that path is not straight makes me want to murder somebody. But it's okay. It's okay. Garland Gardens? No. Not Snatta. Let's do Santa Cruz. Santa Cruz Park. Here we go. Nice. Yeah, now we've made use of that, like, you know, kind of weird-ass area we had there. You know what we haven't done in a while? Coverage here. Oh my gosh, we are so poorly covered. Let's get a big fire station. I feel like... What do I feel like? Let's see. Let me look at my coverage. That's horrible coverage, man. I've not been keeping up with this. Let's see. That fits pretty good there. Fits pretty well there. Fits goodly. Fits goodly. I have no coverage here. What am I thinking? We need fire coverage for that. I cannot believe I've not had a fire, quite honestly. We'll put... all right, police. Let's get police sorted here. Let's put this guy on this side, over there. Clinic, what are we doing? You guys want a hospital? We do. Okay. All right. Let's calm down. I'm going to do that. We have no child care or elder care. Let's put some of that in. Doesn't make sense to go there. It really doesn't. It doesn't really make sense to go there, but that's where I'm going to put it. Just got that in there. Let's move this. Try it again. Okay, can I... There we go. How does that look with that road? It's, well, it looks real weird is how that looks. Get funky. Yeah, I think I'm okay there. All right. Let's see. We've got coverage there. I'm going to need another high school for this neighborhood here. This is going to be a neighborhood. We're going to do that. And I'm okay not tying that in. Okay. Let's have a high school in here to cover this little area here. We'll do... I'll do my football stadium. Where's my playground? Is there a small playground? Yes. It's not really that small. I'm going to put it here. No. Where do I want it? Just going to put it there. Let's see if I can get... Where's that football field? How big is that thing? Can I get that here? Oh, I can't. Damn. Wow, that is a weird looking shape there. I don't think I can get any of this in here. All right, well, it's not like we have to have it. I guess I could put it on this side. Does that make sense? Do I need it? I guess I don't need it. I mean, I kind of want it, but whatever. Whatevs. Get a little dog park action in here. Got the hospital up there. All right, high density. High density time. Do I want to zone to this road? I don't think I do. I'm going to do that. Oh, I'm paused. I didn't know I was paused the whole damn time. Here's our progress report. Okay, it doesn't really help me out. I actually don't need to see those. I think we'll do some shopping along here. Do a little shopping here as well. Let's see what we get there with the weird zoning. Something that would be kind of cool where the hospital is here. Why is that fucking doing that? There we go. Something that might be cool here is the medical depot. This. Like just a lower capacity one? Yeah, it's too large. That makes me want to move the hospital here. So it's like part of this. This feels like it's like a complex now. Like, you know, it's part of a thing. I don't know if that's a good place for it. It is not a good place for it. Not at all. It doesn't go between. That would go there. Okay, I like this area better because we have like this other shit here. Makes a little bit more sense maybe to put it there. Yeah. What do you mean 1 star? What are you, out of your mind? There's all kinds of crap to do in here. So much. 1 star. Oh, you got people riding bikes. Look at that. He's getting it. It's old Albert Miller. Old Albert Miller. A super high demand for... Let's, in this little area right here, let's do some stuff for some wellness, like the yoga garden, like the community pool. We'll put a community pool... What are you going to do, E? Oh, let's put it on this side. Community pool... And the other thing, this sports hall, gymnasium, over here. What else do we have? Yoga garden? Yeah, you bet your fat ass. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. We need one of these. Nice. Nice. Didn't have to do any finagling there, although this needs to be centered because if not, then that's just not something I can live with. Let's get this and pull this back here. Like so. And let's do some decorating. Well, let's chuck some houses in here first. Pop those in there. Let's just do some regular houses here. Well, not regular, but low density. I don't really care which way it faces there. Let's do that, and then back to high density here. What about in here? Let's mix it up with some low density stuff in here as well. Let's see if I can... That's perfect, 4x4s there. Let's watch that come in. Yeah, I like this. So the stuff that came back here was this smaller stuff. I don't mind this broken up like that with a couple of large IT clusters. This needs to be, we need to put some more trees in here. Probably should have made this a 4-lane here. I wish I'd put a little bit more thought into that. But for right now, it's okay. Traffic doesn't seem to be an issue, even a little bit. Now I can hook up the train. Since we don't really have to worry about money, it would make sense to get the train in here. And the way I like to do that is make like a one-way system. So they come in, deliver, and then they leave. So we can actually run it up this way. But we're an hour in here. Anyway, I'm liking how it's turning out here. It's looks like I've not piped in over here. Nope. We'll come down. There we are. Sorry about that, people. Worker education was too low. Okay. It was like a dollar store. You got a degree, dude? No. Well, you're not working here, are you? All right. Let's call it. Thanks for hanging. The city's developing a little skyline back here. I'm digging that. And I like the idea of maybe working a bridge through here out to this other section. I mean, we have so much more to build on in this one little area, but we can also run out this way too, which I'm looking forward to, since we sort of have the ready to go here. Although I can't stand what road color changer does to this particular 4-lane road. It gets rid of the markings in the middle. It's quite strange. You say it doesn't do that on these other roads here, but it definitely does it there. Maybe we'll change that road eventually. But for right now, let's call it an episode. Thank you for hanging. Take care. I'll see you in the next episode of Cities Skylines. Peace.